Well, hi Scorpios, welcome to Quickie Tarot. It's time for a love reading. So let's get started. Let's find out, what does the universe have in store for Scorpios in love? Please tell us, universe, what is in store for our Scorpios in love? All right. I think we have what all the cards. It sure feels like it. That we need to get this reading going. We got plenty here. Okay, Scorpios, the overall energy of your reading, the Page of Wands. There's something you need to say, and it's about love, because this is a love reading. What do you want to say? Do you want to tell somebody that you love them? Do you want to make a declaration? Well, let's find out. It may not be that at all, but this surrounds the whole reading. Up here in your highest energy is a Justice card, the card for Libra. This is the balancing of the scales, the balancing of the life scales, protecting oneself, protecting the balance in your life. It's right next to the Five of Cups. Well, yeah, love has gone wrong before. We have some spilled over cups here. There are regrets in love, some despair in love, maybe some like self-pity a little bit in love here. But look, right behind this figure in this Five of Cups is two full cups of love. Something's happening here. So, this is what you remember, how it's gone in the past. You have your life scales balance. You're protecting that balance with that sword up. You might have Libra in your chart or around you. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles in your highest energy. You are happily single. That's why you're protecting those scales right there. That's why you're got your sword up there and you're like, I have my life balanced. I'm happily single now. I am secure. I'm stable, self-confident. So these spilled cups of love, you got past it. You got past the past experiences in love. But remember that Five of Cups, that's also a cup of hope. And also, it sits right above this Page of Wands. So I think we're going to be getting to what it is that you need to say. All right, and it has to do with either the spilled cups or the full cups. Let's find out. Under the Justice card, we have the Star cards, the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius may or may not be in your chart or around this reading. But more importantly, you've done some serious healing here. It has to do with those spilled cups. It's next to the Page of Wands. It's almost like you want to shout it out to the whole world. Hey, look, I got it together. I went through this. I got through disappointment in love, and I'm remembering who I am. I'm remembering why I'm here. You see your self-reflection in the water here. This is healing right down to your bare bones. Right under the Justice card, you are protecting that delicate balance in your life now that you've got it back. Happily single and stable and very self-confident now. So on the other side of this Page of Wands is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune I got something flickering here. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning. And it is always spinning for the better. That's why it's called the Wheel of Fortune. It's on this side of the Page of Wands. It's like you want to say that you are moving forward from heartache. You're moving forward from disappointment in love into a whole new area of life, into a very self-fulfilling area of life, because it's right below this Nine of Pentacles, your self-confidence here. So under the Star card, we have the Judgment card. And the Judgment, it's about a spiritual lesson. All this healing that you've done, remembering who you are. A lot of times that gets lost in love, you know, especially when things don't seem to go right. Not quite sure what light's flickering or if the whole house is flickering off and on. Huh, interesting. Must be a lot of energy in this room right now. So anyway, the Judgment card, this is a spiritual lesson. You are in the midst of a spiritual lesson, yes. And you're learning it. You're learning how to put this Nine of Swords behind you. It's like you want to make a declaration. You're like, I'm past it. I'm over it. I know who I am and I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. You're past the Three of Swords. It was hard. This Five of Cups is huge. That was a big, huge disappointment in love. There's still love out there for you though, because there's two cups behind that figure. There's still love out there. But right now, in this first part of the reading, you're focusing on being you. And you're very happy on being you and not having to deal with disappointment and love any longer. You're getting all this behind you, all the hurt, all the pain is getting behind you, and it was all a spiritual lesson. And the lesson here, I think it's how to recognize when you're in a bad relationship and not to let it go so far that it gets so difficult to overcome. This was very difficult to overcome. I have the Five of Swords here, down here, not far, looking back at that Three of Swords. So look at the smirk on that person's face. Can you see that? They're pretty happy. They got all the swords. That's you. And you're looking at the one who got away or walked away or you told to get away. This is your past love. Looking back at it, feeling strong, feeling confident, feeling victorious. We have the Queen of Cups here, Scorpio. This is your card, Queen of Cups. Lovely. Very emotional card though for Scorpio. It's next to the Wheel of Fortune. So you have this cup. Okay, it's the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it, and there's windows all the way around. You're trying to peek into those windows with all those questions you have about love. What happened here? You know, why did I have to go through this? It was a spiritual lesson. And you're getting your answers, and you're feeling much more self-confident, as I've showed you before, in yourself, in who you are. And what's happening here is you're getting the answers that you need in order to move forward. This is the universe. I mean, they're pushing you along. You're like, okay, you need your answers so that you can move forward. We're getting you your answers. So you can move past all this pain, because there's plans for you. And your plans include being self-confident again, being you again. And you're moving right towards the Ten of Pentacles. That's a lovely, that's a love. You got the 9 and then the 10 of Pentacles. That is a wonderful commitment, and this is what you're doing. You're making a commitment to yourself that you are going to stay on track. You've got your sword up, your justice card over here. You're going to stay on track. You're going to stay self-confident. You're going to concentrate on you for now. I know this is a love reading, but this reading for you Scorpios is getting past the hurt and pain that you've already been through in love, and you're heading right toward the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is all about security and stability, love of home and family. It's all the things that really matter in life, really. This Ten of Pentacles, right above your card, the Queen of Cups, which is here for Scorpios. Are there any other cards for this reading, universe, for Scorpios that they need to know? What can they expect in love? Any more cards for our Scorpios? Any more? Well, I can see what happened already. Okay, so what you're looking back at is that Knight of Wands. You had somebody who ran in and out of your life. We got the Knight of Wands right next to that Five of Swords. They ran in and out of your life. They left you asking the universe for advice on what to do, how to move forward, how to proceed. Answers. It was very confusing here. They tore your heart apart. So this is what you're looking back at with that smirk. The smirk on your face is that Knight of Wands. They're finally gone. They finally ran off for the last time, or you told them not to come back. The universe helped you get through this. With the Hangman here, we also have the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles that came out next to your card, the Queen of Cups. So Scorpio, getting all your answers about love. This gave you the power to get your world back. This Two of Wands, you're holding on to that world. Now you have control over what happens in your life. And that's exactly what you're doing here with this Nine of Pentacles, moving on to that Ten of Pentacles. There was confusion. This confusion lays above the Hangman here too. This is like, I think you have options. It feels to me like you have a couple of options now in front of you about how to move on, about how to get what you want out of life. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. What are you going to do with that world? You're going to have a couple of options coming up here, and you've done it all for yourself. You have brought all this in for yourself by all this healing that you did in the end, this spiritual lesson that you have learned. We have the Seven of Swords up here. This is sneaky, deceitful behavior. This was a big part too. This goes right with that Knight of Wands. These two, because, you know, this Knight of Wands that runs in and out of your life, they usually are sneaking around and not telling you the whole truth. They're telling you half-truths. They take your love and they run off with it. Well, look, you got the swords now with the Five of Swords. You have the swords, not them. They're the ones that you're watching walk away in the Five of Swords. So Scorpios, you're getting over the past love situation, and you're moving on, and you're finding your strength as being you, and moving forward with all that self-confidence, and you're heading right towards that Ten of Pentacles, the stability and the security, and you're very secure and self-confident in yourself, and you're going to protect that. And you're going to keep your life scales balanced. You're going to have your sword up. You're healed. You learned your spiritual lesson, and you're on your way. And that's your reading, Scorpios. Thank you for watching Quickie Tarot.